Until you understand the difference between assets and liabilities, you'll always be in financial hardships. The reason why people get stuck in the financial situations that they're in is because they invest and buy things that are liabilities. For example, your house. A house is not an asset. Even though our whole life we've been taught that's one of the best investments that anyone can make, but it's actually one of the worst investments. It actually takes money away from you and locks you into a 30-year debt. It's like going to prison for 30 years straight. It's definitely something that you don't want to do. And I'm gonna go ahead and teach you the difference between both. And I'm gonna be showing you how the rich buy things such as fancy cars, nice watches, utilizing assets, and how assets pay for their lifestyle. Let's get right into today's video. All right, let's start with the definition. Assets add to your income. They put money in your pockets, whereas liabilities take money out of your pockets. Liabilities in disguise, just like I mentioned earlier, buying your own home, because it takes money out of your pockets. Every single month, you have to pay the mortgage. Yes, you're adding equity to your real estate and you're owning more of it over time, but it's taking money away from you. 2, there's a lot of taxes and expenses. And 3, there's a lot of lost opportunity when the money's tied up in your house. So what you should be doing is you should be buying investment properties that you don't live in, because when you buy your own house, you live in it and it doesn't generate any income. Whereas an investment property, there's people, renters, paying you rent every single week, and that is an asset because it's putting money into your pocket and getting paid every single week. And on top of that, there's massive capital gains. Whereas if you live in your own home, it's this massive dead weight that you can't really move around, you can't really make it liquid, you can't really sell it because you're living in the house. Whereas an investment property, whenever you want, you can just sell it. Whereas if you live in your own home, you have your family, your kids, you can't just move and sell the house. So hence, there's a lot of money tied up and it's very tough to get that money untied up. Another thing, net worth. The reason why net worth is not accurate is simply because the moment you begin selling your assets, you are taxed for any gains. When people own a bunch of cars, a bunch of homes, and they think these are assets, no, the moment you sell them, you're not gonna get the full value. You're gonna be taxed heavily on the price you sold it for. Next, how the rich buys luxuries. So the rich only buy watches, cars, houses with passive income from their assets. So what they do is they make sure that if they own a property and every single month that brings in $1,500. With that $1,500 per month, they use that money to go ahead and buy their watches, their cars, their houses, because this is passive income that's going to keep coming every single month, and it's sort of like free money, and they only use free money to go ahead and buy the luxuries that they want. So they focus on building their assets to a point where the passive income is super high, whereas a poor and middle class buys luxury with their own hard-earned sweat, blood, and tears. See, most people literally only buy those things from their earned income, not passive. The rich buys luxuries through passive income. Lastly, you want to acquire assets you love, whether it's businesses, stocks, bonds, real estate, royalties, employees. If you don't love it, you won't take care of it. So make sure you pick assets that you enjoy and love, because it's just going to make the whole journey much more fun. That's the difference between assets and liabilities. This is something that I only recently learned, super eye-opener, and I was really surprised. I was like, wow, that really makes sense. I really want to start building a bunch of assets and just keep growing everything through just acquiring assets and really stop acquiring any liabilities. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Before we end it, let's go ahead and announce last video's winners for $1,000 worth of courses or consulting courses with me. The winner's here. If you guys want to qualify, all to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll be picking the best comment every single video. Other than that, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. All I ask is you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like this video, because I don't upsell you guys anything at all. It's just all value every single day. I just want to say thank you. Peace.